Hey everyone, it's Jake of Jake's Metal Chat. Hope you're all well and welcome to a new collection update. And in this one, I will be showing you 4 cassettes and 4 CDs, ranging from death metal to blackened death metal, death doom, gothic doom, and Goregrind. And if those are your favorite genres, you are in the right place. So without further ado, I'm going to crack on and show you what I got. And here is the first one, a project by Ryan of Graveghoul, Seven Doors, Freudstein, and the occasional live guitarist for Tenebro. This is his gore grind project called Anthropophagor. I hope that's how it's pronounced. And he formed this project back in 2025 in Lancashire. And this is the debut demo on Goregrind's, and it is defleshed and eaten. And a good old friend of ours within the VC, Sean the Beast, has shown this in his collection update. Absolutely just unrelenting brutality, groovy, heavy, chunky riffs for days. Everything on here is just brilliant. Nice white cassette, as you can see. And let's get out the J card so you can see the artwork. All the songs down there. And the Gothic logo. And the man himself. Absolutely brilliant stuff. And everything that I'm showing in here will be in the description below so you can have a listen for yourselves. Absolutely just, again, unrelenting brutality. It's groovy. It's got groove in there. And in absolute gore grind fashion, those pitch shifting vocals are right there in that mix. And the bands that I'm definitely getting from this, to me, absolutely reeks of them. Mortician and Batigo. Who else was I thinking of? Regurgitate and Early Carcass. So gore grind, death grind, just absolute brilliant mix of it all. And when I'm thinking like Early Carcass, like Recapitulation and Symphonies of Sickness, more those two albums than the later albums. But absolutely brilliant stuff right here. If you're into Mortician, Impetigo, Regurgitate, Early Carcass, you love your gore grind, your death grind, you're definitely going to love this. And be sure to show this label some support. Of course, the band support. And if you haven't seen the music video to the song Drowned in Liquefied Human Goop, it will be on Ryan's channel, Freudstein, so that'll be in the description below as well. But absolutely go and check this out if you're into your death grind, your gore grind, you just love absolute unrelenting brutality with a little bit of groove in there for good measure. Anthropophagor and Defleshed and Eaten. Right, the next one, going to go with a CD. Going to get my list up here because there's quite a few to go through. So this band is from Birmingham. They formed in 2019. This is a band that I have shared the stage with twice now. This is Infested Angel. This is their debut from last year called Threnodies to Eternal Despair. Some great blackened death metal right here. At the time of recording this, they were a two-piece. Now they are a three-piece because they have Rich from Desecrator, another band that I've shared the stage with twice with my own band, of course, being Oscaria. I'm just trying to get the book out now. There we go, got it. They got Rich from Desecrator in this band playing bass. Wasn't on the album at the time, like I said. At the time, it was just Pat and Andrew. And show the artwork again. And there's a few lyrics in here. I know there's a picture of them in there, but as you can see on the camera here, you can barely see the picture. But luckily, inside, I'll also show the CD, which has their logo on it, and a band picture. Absolutely brilliant stuff right here. If you love your blackened death metal, you like that mix of death metal riffs, black metal riffs, and just a good amount of blast beats and a mixture of death and black metal vocals. This is definitely one for you. One of my favorites from last year, and of course, it will be in that list in the future. I'm still going to be let me say that again. I'm still going to be doing that video. It will be a little bit later on, maybe next week or this week. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, do go and check out this band. Like I said, everything will be in the description below. Go and give these guys your support. This was released on Art Gates Records, and I'm looking forward to see what else these guys are going to be making, and I will be checking out the label as well. Infested Angel and Threnodies to Eternal Despair. Just move a few things over here. Right, next one is a death doom metal band formed in 2021 within the Somerset area. It's a band that I've mentioned before, and a good friend of mine was in this band, sadly passed away in 2024, that being Stu. His legacy does live on the Devil and His Wicked Ways, which was the debut of this band, Roots of the Old Oak. But before they did that in 2023, they released this in 2022. This is their demo, Bloat. Absolutely brilliant stuff. And when I mentioned their debut, I said it reeks of HM2. Well, this does as well. Love my HM2, as you know. Let's get everything out so you can see the cassette released on Hammerheart Records. I didn't get this when it was released. I got this from Kat of Thronehammer and Uncoffin. She was sending a bunch of tapes, and I was like, I never got a chance to get this, so I said I'll take this. So before I show the inside, so you got the artwork on the J card, as well as the logo there with the Sons, and of course the Hammerhearts record label there. On the inside, more artwork, and it has signatures from Stu, Pete, and Mike, which is Pete's brother. And they were all in a black metal band called Reigns of Ibris. I think that's how it's pronounced. I did see them at the Griffin about 5 years ago now, and they were absolutely brilliant. And if you are looking for some more Death Doom, you're more into your Death Doom, this is a band for you. Love the artwork here. And just love the whole demo itself. And when I played this, it definitely gave off that very old school vibe. I'm getting a lot of My Dying Bride and Paradise Lost, very early My Dying Bride and Paradise Lost, definitely. And if that's more of the ones you listen to, more of their earlier stuff, you're definitely going to like this demo and also their debut, The Devil and His Wicked Ways. Absolutely brilliant stuff here. HM2 Death Doom right here. Brilliant stuff. Roots of the Old Oak and Bloat. And a big thank you to Kat for selling this. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Thank you very much, Kat, for that. Right, the next one, going on to another CD, and then I will be showing you two more cassettes after that. So this band formed in 2022, and they are split between Spain and the UK. They are working on a new album from all of the videos I've seen on their Instagram. And I heard this album from when I was in Waterford, going back to Dublin in Ireland when I went last year. And it just fit the entire vibe of the trip and just seeing so much nature and countryside in Ireland. And this band is Opia. And this is their album from last year, I Welcome the Eternal Sleep. And beautiful, beautiful album right here. Released on Hammerheart Records as well. Get the booklet out so you can see the artwork as well. Absolutely brilliant stuff right here. Got the band members, and the vocalist I know from another band based out of Wales by the name of Agrona. Some brilliant black metal there. And when I heard her vocals, I was like, I know who that is. And remembering how awesome her growls and screams are, and if she does a lot of cleans on it, and they are blended absolutely beautifully. There's the lineup at the time. And a good friend of mine, Aiden, who used to be in Moon Reaper, joined these guys while still in Moon Reaper, is now primarily full time in this band and is going to be on the new album once it's out. And I cannot bloody wait. If you've been following them on Instagram, they've been tracking the recording process. But yeah, this album right here is just so heavy, it's melodic, and a word I don't think I've used yet, and that's majestic. It just fits the whole vibe. You can be on your walk, listen to this, and you just lose yourself out in nature. Again, you can just get lost in this album while out going for a walk in nature. It is just an album that I would highly recommend to those who love a mixture of heaviness and melodicism, and very gothic sounding, and it's just blends perfectly. And my favorite song on here is the Fade. That was the first song I heard. Just love the how that starts and then it just kicks right in. Also love on Death's Door parts 1 and 2 as well. The whole album itself, brilliant. And if that's your thing, you love your Gothic Doom, this is definitely an album for you. I've yet to see these guys live, and I hope I get to this year. And I can't wait for the new album. Opia, and I welcome the eternal sleep. Right, let's get on to the last two cassettes, and this band needs no introduction, but I'm going to give them that anyway. Formed in Stockholm, Sweden in 1988, went under the name Dismemberizer. I hope I said that right. I might just butchered that. From 88 to 89, and then reformed as the legends that we know, Dismember. And I have here on cassette, because I already have these, one on CD, one on vinyl. These are both released on Back on Black. This is, of course, Dismember with, and I think I already just said Dismember, but if not, I'll say it again, Dismember with the 1991 tape, the 1991 album on cassette, should I say, Like an Ever-Flowing Stream, and the 1993 album, Indecent and Obscene. Both excellent albums. And of course, my favorite tone, that HM2, absolute HM2s galore. Let's get the cassettes out of both, and of course, the artwork. Because obviously, the lights are going to glow off the cases, but let's show Like an Ever-Flowing Stream first. And of course, there, and there's the lyrics on the inside. And some lyrics there. Wait, no, just shit like that. Lyrics there, and of course, band picture as well. And of course, the artwork done by the legend that is Dan Seagrave has done very many excellent pieces of art for various amount of death metal bands. And where is it? There's the cassette, of course, nice black cassette. And of course, the next one, Decent and Obscene. Got the artwork there, as well as the band logo there. I think there's lyrics in here as well. Hang on, there we go. Lyrics. And lyrics on this side as well. Should have just done that with the other one. And band picture. Of course, the first song I ever heard by these guys is from this album, and that is Dreaming in Red. Both excellent albums. And just, again, HM2 galore. Because I love that HM2 sound. Of course, I have two HM2 pedals now. But absolutely brilliant stuff. If you've not come across Dismember yet, because there's going to be a lot of new death metal fans out there, I've not checked these out yet. Definitely check these first two albums out. You will not be disappointed. And Of course, I still need to get the CD version of this and the vinyl version of this, but both albums, I'm getting closer. Being Collector Scum, I need all the formats. So definitely check these two albums out if you love that raw intensity, the just absolute sheer brutality of this band, that HM2 sound, and just death metal overall. Dismember with Like an Ever Flowing Stream and Indecent and Obscene. Right, two more CDs, and I'll let you guys get on with the rest of your day. Just gonna have another drink here. Right, this is a band I've already spoken about. They formed in Bristol. I'm not sure what year. I only got to see them very recently with Bacchus Promotions, which is the same promotion that put on the game that I played alongside with Desecrator and Infested Angel. It's Plague Pit. I've already got this on cassette and vinyl. This is the CD version of this EP, A Whispered Curse, and I've mentioned before some excellent death metal. It's got that power violence attitude to it. Definitely got a hardcore sound in there. Released on, I think the CD was also released on, yeah, Road to Ma Masochist. Also got the CD as well. Absolutely brilliant stuff. And seeing them live, just getting that sheer amount, and I've mentioned already brutality, because just the sheer amount of aggression, the energy of this band is absolutely phenomenal. Of course, I show the band again. And if you're not listening to Plague Pit yet, definitely go check these guys out. They are absolutely brilliant, brilliant band. Excellent, excellent release right here. And if you love your death metal, that mixture of hardcore in there and bit of a power violence attitude, this definitely has it. And obviously, when I saw the band live, the amount of just perfect bass sound, perfect guitar sound, drums, and vocals absolutely just caked with tons of reverb, which is one thing I can't get enough of because I use it myself. Once again, Plague Pit and A Whispered Curse. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. If you ever get to see these guys live, do it. You will not be disappointed, and be sure to pick this up. And finally, we have a band from Hungary. And of course, I know one of the guys from this band because he's also in Cryptworm, which I've listened to their new album and it's absolutely brilliant. And that's full on just nasty death metal, and this is just full on dark, foreboding death doom. This is Rahadish. I'm not going to try and pronounce whereabouts in Hungary they are from. They formed in 2019, and this is their album they released last year. They have two full lengths. This is the second one, and here it is. I'm not going to try and pronounce that at all, but I think when I looked this up, one of the last names on this, which I think that one there, when I looked it up, and I could be wrong, means Nightmare Bell. I think when I looked it up, that's what I was reading. I'm trying to remember what the other roughly translated portions of it were. But if anyone is who is Hungarian and knows what this means, comment down below because I'm absolutely interested to know what this means. But overall, this album is absolutely savage. It is dark, it is heavy. There's the guys themselves. And of course, they are playing Killtown in Denmark, which I'm still thinking about going to. So I definitely want to see these guys, as well as Cryptworm and Pictionarium. The artwork here suits the music to an absolute T. A few bits of lyrics. And more lyrics there. And I don't think there's another bad picture. I could be wrong. No, I think it's all just lyrics. Show a few more lyrics here. And of course, the guys themselves. But yeah, this album is just, yeah, start always like starting off slow and just it's got that dark atmosphere, and then it'll just kick in slightly and then it'll go back. And what I love about this is, like with Undergang, completely in Danish, the vocals are completely in Danish. Same with these. The vocals are completely in Hungarian, and I absolutely love it when bands from their countries do that, and it just brings a whole nother level to it. And this is just, I mean, the first album, absolutely love that too, but this went just a little bit step further with just being much more darker, much more filthier, much more foreboding, and I just can't get enough of that, and I cannot wait to see what else these guys do in the future. And if I can go to Killtown this year, I am definitely going to be at the front for these guys. Absolutely. And if you love your Death Doom, dark, evil, and absolutely disgusting and depraved, because it gets a bit depraved in some parts of the album, this is definitely for you. Rahadish and this absolute beast of an album. Like I said, I'm not going to try and pronounce the name because I do not want to mispronounce anything, but an absolutely dark, brilliant piece of Death Doom right there. And that is the end of my update. Hope you enjoyed it and listen to me prattle on and go on a bit of a tangent sometimes. But again, I hope you loved this update. My next one will be my vinyl collection update, and I will be still getting the rest of my Metal Vault episodes up and running. So until then, thank you very much for tuning in. If you enjoy my content, please don't forget to like, share, comment down below, and subscribe to keep up to date with more collection updates, more My Metal Vault, and so on. I've been Jake and Jake's Metal Chat. Keep the banner of metal well and truly high. And I will see you all in the next one. And please do take care of yourselves.